Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly felt that everyone noticed you? Maybe you thought your clothes looked strange, or you said something awkward, and for the rest of the day, it seemed as if people were judging you. Psychology has a name for this experience. It is called the spotlight effect. The spotlight effect is a cognitive bias that makes us believe other people notice us much more than they actually do. It feels as if a spotlight is shining directly on us, highlighting every mistake, every awkward moment, and every small detail of our behavior. But in reality, most people are far less attentive to us than we imagine. This idea was studied by psychologists in several experiments. In one famous study, participants were asked to wear a very noticeable T-shirt into a room full of other people. The participants believed that about half of the people in the room would notice the shirt. But when the researchers asked the other participants afterward, far fewer people had actually noticed it. Why does this happen? The reason is simple. Each of us lives inside our own perspective. We are constantly aware of our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. Because our experiences feel so vivid and important to us, we unconsciously assume that they are just as visible to everyone else. In other words, we are the center of our own attention. And because of that, we mistakenly believe we are also the center of other people's attention. But the truth is that most people are busy thinking about themselves. They are worried about their own appearance, their own words, their own problems. While you may be thinking about something embarrassing you said 5 minutes ago, the other person may already be thinking about what they need to do later today. The spotlight effect can influence many areas of life. It can make social situations feel more stressful than they really are. It can make small mistakes feel like major public failures. And it can cause people to avoid opportunities simply because they fear being judged. Understanding this bias can be surprisingly liberating. When you realize that most people are not paying nearly as much attention to you as you think, many everyday anxieties become smaller. That awkward moment in a conversation, the presentation that was not perfect, or the small mistake you made at work is probably far less memorable to others than it feels to you. This does not mean people never notice anything. Of course they do. But their attention is limited, and their focus quickly moves on to something else. Recognizing the spotlight effect helps us see our experiences more realistically. It reminds us that the world is not watching our every move. Most of the time, the spotlight we feel is not coming from others. It is coming from our own minds.